Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to my reading. This is for the Scorpio Collective for January 15th through the 29th. Thank you guys so much for the outpouring of love that I did receive for the last video. I hope you enjoyed. Friendly reminder to take what resonates and whatever does not, leave behind. And if things don't resonate, make sure you check your other placements. If nothing resonates whatsoever, then the message is not for you at this time. If it resonates, like and subscribe, or if you just enjoyed, like and subscribe. I would truly, truly appreciate it. This is a general reading, not a one-on-one. These are going to be a lot shorter than the other videos. They are not as extensive. The other videos were longer just to kind of give you an introduction and to do the extensive readings. These ones are going to be general readings with a clarified outcome at the end, and then a Shaman Dreams Oracle card to close out the reading. I did have some concerns about sound, and I am working on them. I do have a microphone, but I've had technical difficulties with it as of late. So I am trying to just talk a little louder and kind of work with what I've got here, but it is getting fixed. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. In your last reading, you did have some, well, like everyone else, we're doing some shadow work for sure. We're coming out of that 2022 juju and going into the next. So we're definitely doing some work. We definitely got some things going on. We did kind of touch on a missed opportunity, kind of stagnating, things like that, and we are coming out of it through January 15th through the 29th. So I'm just trying to get us all set to go here. All right, so that I can get that going. This going. I am a little cold, so trying not to move too slow here for you, Scorpio. Overall energy of the reading, you do have the 10 of intelligence leading the way. We have the current situation. We have the 2 of intelligence in the reverse position. We have the Queen of intelligence in the upright position for what is crossing us, which is what supports you or challenges you. The Knight of Wisdom in the upright position, that is the foundation of the question or the situation or what we should be focusing on. We then have the Queen of Wisdom. Interesting. Wow, that's kind of weird. In the reverse position, that is in your past position. We then have the 5 of Intelligence in the possibilities involved or what we might be hoping for. We have a Tower moment in the reverse position in the near future. We have the 5 of Strength as you and the energy are bringing to the deck. Or to the reading, I'm sorry. The Ace of Strength is the environmental or external influence, or possibly even your subconscious. We have the 7 of Charisma as your hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. That is the advice card for the reading. And then we have the 10 of Charisma as our outcome card, which we will clarify later. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let us begin. The 10 of Intelligence does say how we deal with what shows up in our lives. Do we avoid and deny? Do we react in anger? Do we remain conscious and aware? So we are being challenged with how we are dealing with situations. Are we getting ticked off? Are we avoiding conflict or denying? Are we living in denial with ourselves? Do you get mad? Do you get ticked off? Or do you stay open with listening and take in to try and improve, to try and change, to see what we can do differently to make life better, right? I will say there isn't too many arcana in this one. Your last reading had a lot more major arcana, so we might be kind of in a bit of a slower couple of weeks here, but we do have a Tower moment in the near future. So this could be happening in the next 2 weeks, or we could have this happening in February. When we don't have a lot of major arcana, it does kind of symbolize or mean to me that it is leading up to a big reading. So as I was going to say though, I do think it's very interesting because you have intelligence, 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 wisdom, wisdom, intelligence, major arcana, strength, strength, charisma, charisma. Like, I think that's really interesting that you kind of have, again, a pattern going, but there's a lot of like duplicate suits. So let's go ahead and continue on. Current situation is the Two of Intelligence in reverse position. So this is how our inner monologue causes confusion and how we must find a way to listen to our heart. We have been seeing these kind of cards a lot in the previous readings for all signs. We are struggling with ego, with self-doubt, with limiting beliefs. So we're holding ourselves back. And we have to be able to get rid of that negative self-talk and listen to our hearts, listen to our desires, listen to what we truly want and believe. Because a lot of the time, those limiting beliefs really hold you back and they really make you question things and they make you afraid to do new things or to experience new things, to put yourself out there. And you don't want to be held back because you don't see how amazing you are, Scorpio. Queen of Intelligence is what is crossing us or what supports or challenging us. So that is in the upright position. So the necessity to clearly communicate what we desire from a space of loving kindness. So that is fantastic. So we are, even though we're struggling with our inner monologue, we are coming from a place of love. And we are communicating to the universe with integrity, set intentions, or even with the people around us. We are clearly communicating what we want, what we desire, what we need, which is amazing. The foundation of the situation is the Knight of Wisdom. The Knight of Wisdom. It is in the upright position here. So let's see what we got here. Trusting your passion and allowing yourself to dream big and imagining the best happening for you. Wonderful. So focus on manifesting. Focus on your passions and dream big. Dream big. You have endless possibilities. You have endless opportunities. You have unlimited potential. So just imagine, visualize, believe it, assume it, right? We have the Queen of Wisdom right behind the Knight of Wisdom. She is in the reverse position. This is our past position. So we were going into the depth of compassion and quieting the critical mind to create emotional stability. So in the past position, we struggled with being compassionate and we struggled with having a noisy thought process. We're struggling with that inner monologue in the past position. And because of that, we struggled with our emotions. We struggled with communication. We probably pushed away or, had a lot of relationship issues, whether that's professional, personal, even inner. We're struggling in the past position. So we've come out of that and we're learning from it. And we've got those lessons. We have those karmic relations and we're on to something better. We have the Five of Intelligence as the possibilities involved or what we might be hoping for. So the Five of Intelligence, the ways in which competition breeds conflict and invites us to create suffering. So possibilities involved, that's definitely not something that you would want. Just going off of the basic description. Healthy competition, absolutely okay. We have discussed it in the other readings. But in the way that this card is speaking of, it's not a healthy competition. It's feeling like you have to compete with everything and everyone. You have to compete for people's time, their attention, what they have. You feel like you're constantly having to be like, like it's a competition. It's not. All it does is breed conflict, breed contempt, bring self-loathing, and loathing for other people. It creates a very, very negative energy. And we don't want that. So something is probably coming in between you, friends, lovers, work. Something here is making you feel like you are in a competition. Do not fall victim to that because it does nothing for you. Okay? But it is followed by the Tower card. The Tower is all about upheaval and change and chaos. In the reverse position, it's collateral damage. So the collapse of beliefs or material structures that we hold dear, it is in the non-resistance where we can find peace and wisdom. So when you don't resist change, it's not as bad. It's not as brutal. It's not as painful. It's not as much of a struggle. But when you're resisting it, you're actually causing more distraught and despair for yourself and struggles and hardships. So, even though it can be really hard to let go of something or someone, you do have to do it. And sometimes we are given difficult situations, difficult relationships, painful endings, so that we can learn lessons and move forward. So collateral damage and transformation. The Tower hints that you're instigating a substantial personal upheaval, whether an internal reckoning, existential crisis, spiritual awakening. You're shedding your former self in order to step into a newer, more powerful you. This card reverse can also indicate that you're resisting inevitable changes. Some general advice: do not accept what's coming. Lastly, this card warns about getting caught up in the collapse of someone else's life. Try to be there for others while preventing yourself from becoming collateral damage. So just going off of that, any of those situations could absolutely resonate. But since you are coming from a place where you have struggled with quieting noisy thoughts, quieting self-limiting beliefs, moving away from ego and coming from a place of love and not a place of lack, I'm going to say that it's probably a trigger for you. You probably give yourself a little too much. Maybe you've backed off quite a bit and you've been a little more harsh, a little more cruel. You could also feel like you're competing for someone's attention. This could be a relationship. This could be family. This could be work. And it's leaving you to a transformation. This could also be because you're facing this competition, you want to bring yourself higher. And move past that, which definitely. We'll go ahead and continue because I don't want to get stuck kind of trying to delve in here. If it resonates, you know your situation, you know what's going on, you know what this speaks to you. Please take it the way you interpret it. I am just here to try and help you on your journey as you are helping me. The 5 of Strength is you and the energy you're bringing to this reading, Scorpio. Being focused totally on being in the moment to work together effectively, letting go of competition. So that is you and the energy you bring to the reading. So it's very interesting. You have competition, you have transformation, you have letting go of competition. So I do feel like you are on the right path. You are going to make the right decision in this, and you are going to be either the better person, the bigger person. You are going to do what's right for your soul path. You are going to take on what you should be doing. You're going to come from a place of love. You are going to receive, because of this, you are going to receive tenfold a better abundance, a better form. So either success in your work or love, relationship, friendship, something is going to come out of this because you are working on this. Now, it is in the reverse position, so perhaps you are struggling with that a little bit. Focus on the moment, focus on the present. Don't think about the past. The past is gone. The past is a figment of imagination. It can do nothing. But if you keep thinking on the past, it is going to keep repeating. So just be wary of that. I kind of... Yeah, okay. We do have the Ace of Strength here. The Ace of Strength is all about being a creator. You are the source of all creative energy. It's within you. You have the power to imagine, begin, and complete any project you set your mind to. So externally and environmentally and your subconscious, you believe that you can do this. You are creating your reality. You are going to create abundance. You're going to create success. You're going to create you're going to manifest your specific person into your life. They are coming because you believe it. You're visualizing it. You desire it. Right? You desire this. It's coming. That is your environmental. You just have these little things to fix, these little obstacles to overcome, and it is coming towards you. That's an amazing environmental influence or a subconscious thought, or even externally. If you feel the synchronicities around you and you're seeing them, that is amazing. Hope, Spheres, and Reminders, you have the Seven of Charisma here. He says the power of allowing your plans to develop and unfold without urgency or restlessness. So be patient. Your plans are unfurling. Your desires are developing. Everything is coming, but you have to make sure that you have patience for this divine timing, because the universe, God, spirits, angel, whatever you believe in, it is being brought to you. So you have to have this patience, you have to have this love, you have to love yourself, and you have to keep attracting it, keep magnetizing it. The Ten of Charisma is your outcome card, the security that comes with having a network of people who support you and your dreams, long-term success. So since that is your outcome card, I'm going to say that you have soul tribe coming in, soulmates coming in, love coming in, or just a wonderful collaboration, a teamwork. Perhaps this is something brought about for, interesting, sorry, I saw it and I had to look, brought about because of your resistance to the competition, the conflict, the contempt, and maybe that brings you something very special because of it. So clarifying your Ten of Charisma, you do have the Death card, a card of change. You have the Page of Cups in the reverse position, usually a messenger, and you actually have the Chariot card. That is really interesting. So total 3 major arcana, 2 in the clarification, only 1 in the actual reading. So as I said before, that usually for me kind of tells me that you have something building up. So just to clarify this real quick, Libra's reading, Death was actually the overall energy of the deck. So there was a lot of change coming, or big changes in the works. Oh my goodness. Every time that I think I'm going to do it quickly, it's like, nope, just kidding. Endings, rebirth, change, transformation, letting go. So this also falls suit with your Tower card. You are letting go. You are transforming. There's no reason to resist it, because it's going to bring something better. So it can seem frightening, but Death is really a positive card. One phase is ending, you're entering a new one. This change can feel sudden. It might be scary or painful, and it may involve grief, but remember that death heralds new beginnings. Growing pains are signs of progress. Leave behind unnecessary and harmful attachments so you can better embrace the new you. You can manifest. You are doing this. You have better things coming. So don't resist change. It's inevitable. You do have the Page of Cups in the reverse position. The Page of Cups, pages are usually messengers bringing things. If I remember correctly, now I'm here. Emotional immaturity, naivety, creative blocks, and doubting intuition. The Page of Cups may indicate that you're hiding your creative inspiration. Perhaps you feel that the idea or project you're working on is too new or conceptual to share with others. Maybe you're hitting a creative or emotional roadblock. The reverse page is still a bringer of news, but this time it indicates that something won't go as expected and may lead to disappointment. Similarly, the page reverse is associated with emotional immaturity and irresponsibility. So, with that, I'm kind of glad that I didn't say it, because I still kind of want to say it. So since it is the Cup Suite, it is about emotion. It's a little more about love. It is in the reverse position. You might be dealing with a change, or you might be dealing with a person who has an emotional immaturity, something they need to work on, a lesson they are trying to grow from spiritually. But it could also be with this situation, if it is a work-related situation, Scorpio, it could be maybe too high of expectations were set for yourself, or perhaps this competition yet again is making you feel kind of leery about sharing that new idea, sharing that creativity, because you're kind of like, no, I don't, or I don't want you to know. Or it might also be more so, I don't want to share because it's my success and I'm not really picking that up, but it could very well be. You do also have the Chariot card, which the Chariot is all about movement, momentum, change, new direction. So card number 7, you have willpower and success and assurance and action and momentum. Takes what the lovers teach about self-knowledge and understanding and forges it into a tool of courageous success. The Chariot charges forward with determination. While challenges and roadblocks are inevitable, you will in the end prevail. So even though you're facing that tower, even though you're struggling with these things, you have success coming towards you pretty fast. You have a big transformation here. You have a tower moment, but it will lead to success. So that is actually really exciting for you, Scorpio. That is awesome. We got a lot of good things here. I really cannot wait. Ooh, thank you. I really cannot wait until I start doing the love readings for everyone. I'm hoping to do that pretty soon. But, interesting. But I would like to see if these are like your Death here and your Chariot. Is it bringing in a love? Is that what the competition is? Like, I would love to delve a little deeper in there. You got from Shaman's Dream the Benefactor card, which is grace and generosity. So with that, this will be what's closing out your reading, Scorpio. And it's grace and generosity, gifts, support, and mentoring. When the Benefactor weaves her energy in your life, you've put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, so will you be rewarded in myriad ways. The most beautiful gift the Benefactor gives you is the recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source, one that is always working through you. The motives for generosity to you, as well as others, as yours to others, are intangible. Although you will see the results reflected in the material world, the Benefactor reminds you that it's in the purity of your desire to share without the need for reciprocity that, paradoxically, your initial generosity is reciprocated tenfold, seemingly without any connection to the original act. Dream sharing and carrying into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrancy take root and spread. Do it just because, and the Benefactor will give you her blessing. So absolutely, we did actually have cards that said that, or little bits of it. So just manifest. You have this power. You have great things coming in. Be generous. Be generous with your ideas. Be generous with your plans, your gifts, and you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded. So have that faith, Scorpio. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for being here again. If it resonated, like and subscribe, or if you just enjoyed, I thank you guys so much for being here. Please check back with me. Stay blessed. Have a great night.